purpose, in this video we will learn about Express.js and why we use Express.js. So firstly, Express.js is a framework built on the top of Node.js. And the question is why we use Express.js over Node.js. Okay, so just we have discussed Express.js is a framework and it is built on the top of Node.js. And we prefer Express.js over Node.js because it simplifies many tasks that are complex, repetitive when using plain Node.js. Okay, so following are the examples. Like there is a simplified routing in Express.js. In case of Node.js, handling routes like home, about requires writing a lot of boilerplate code. Okay, now in case of Express.js, it provides a simple built-in way to define routes. Okay, so the concept of routing has become easier in case of Express.js. And second one, there is a middleware support in Express.js. In case of Node.js, we manually handle tasks like parsing request, data logging, or authentication. Okay. Now in Express.js, it offers middleware that are the small functions that runs between request and response. And it makes it easy to add features like parsing request data, logging, and authentication, etc. using middleware support in Express.js. Okay, so Express.js, Express.json, it is a middleware that parses incoming JSON requests and it simplifies working with APIs that send data in JSON format. Okay, and Express.js has a large ecosystem of plugins and middlewares available via NPM. Okay, so we can easily add features like security validations, etc., without building everything from the scratch. Also, there is a boilerplate code, and in Node.js, it requires writing more code to handle the request and responses and to set up the basic feature. Now, in Express.js, it reduces the boilerplate code, so we can focus on the logic of our app rather than setting up the basic features. So, firstly, we will discuss some code of simplified routing and middleware support. Simplified routing and same boilerplate code. Boilerplate code. Okay, we will see the basic code of this. So just we have discussed in Node.js, it requires creating routes using a lot of code, but in Express.js, it simplifies this process with built-in routing methods. So we will discuss that routing methods here. So before starting, we need to import Express. Import Express. So how we import? Const Express equals to require Express. So this is the statement to import the Express. Okay. So now we have imported it. Second one is create an Express application. Express application. So how we create it? Using const app is equals to Express. This is the statement to create an Express application. Okay. So now we have imported the Express. Okay, and we have created the Express application. Okay, now we will define a route for the home page. Define a route for the home page. Okay, this is how we write the route. App.get slash home. This is the syntax req.res. Okay, res.send. Let's say write welcome to home page. Welcome to home page. Okay, so what it will do? It will send a response. It will send a response when the home page, when the slash home page, home route is accessed. Okay, So now we can define a route for the about page. Let's copy it. Define a route for the about page. Just replace home with about slash about. Okay. So when user clicks on slash home, it will go to the home page. And when user clicks on about, it will go to the about page. Welcome to about page. Okay. So now we will start the server on port 3000. We can start the server on any port. Okay. Start the server on port 3000. Let's say. Okay. So app.listen 3000 callback console. Okay. So we can write console as server is listening on port, listening on port 3000. Okay. So what's the issue here? Okay. Arrow function is missing. Okay. So let's run the code. So what we have done, we have imported the Express and created an app instance. So using app.get, we are handling the get requests for the routes home and about. And this res.send, it sends a response to the client when they access these routes. Okay, so finally the server is listening on the port 3000. Okay, so let's run it in the terminal. Node express file name. So as we can see, it is printing as server is listening on port 3000. Okay, so we have started the server on port 3000. Okay, so let's go to browser and check these routes. Okay, welcome to about page. And when we click on slash home, so we are getting response as welcome to home page. Okay, let's see in the console. Okay, go to network tab. Okay, reload the page. Okay, so the method is get. Okay, method is get, file is home. Okay, and we are getting response as welcome to home page. Okay, similarly in case of about, we are getting response as welcome to about page. Okay, so here the response is welcome to about page. So similarly we can discuss middleware support. Okay, so middleware functions, they are used to handle common tasks like parsing JSON data or adding custom logics between the request and response cycle. Okay, so let's use middleware in this code. Let's comment this code. We are commenting this code. Okay, now we will learn middleware. Okay, middleware support. Okay, so similarly we can perform all the previous steps like importing the express. Okay, first we will import the express using const express is equals to require express. Then we will create an express application using const app is equals to express. Okay, so now we will use middleware express.json. Use express.json middleware to parse incoming JSON requests. So why we use parse? Because the response we got from the APIs are in the string form. So we need to pass that so that we can use that data inside our code. Okay. So this is the syntax of middleware. To use middleware, app.use express.json. Okay. So this express.json middleware is used to pass incoming JSON requests. Okay. So we will how we will use it in our routes. So let's see a route to demonstrate middleware. Okay. Let's see we have a post request app.post data req.res console req.body. Okay. So using this we can access the past JSON data from the request body. Okay. Access the past JSON data from request body. Okay, here we have used express.json middleware to pass incoming JSON requests, and that past request, here we are accessing the body of that request. Okay, so we have accessed the past JSON data from the request body. Okay, now we will send a response res.send data received successfully dot send data received successfully. Okay, now next step is to start the server on port 3000. Let's copy the code. Okay, so let's run it in the terminal. Control C. Again, we will run that command. So we have seen server is listing on port 3000.